The Airbnb I'm staying in has a room with a weight scale taped to a tanning bed in front of a photography light. Why? Wait, what? Well, what's all, huh? This looks like a mystery, like a Scooby-Doo mystery. Why is this the room with your precious family photos, old family photos it looks like, and various sized walking sticks? And the little wine glass down there? What is this room? Oh, that explains it. I think they're European. All my answers lies in the outlet. My local gas station's American themed corner from Australia. Now that's a real American themed corner. Hell yeah, what do we got? There's no way that's a real product name. There's no, you gotta be joking me. Hershey's Chalk and Balls? Oh, that's Choco Balls. I thought they named that. I thought they named that Chalk and Balls. There was no, I couldn't believe I don't even know if Choco Balls is even any better, to be perfectly honest with you. Oh, wow, Chalk and Balls would have been a crazy brand name. A lot of the time, I like to stream these EmKay recordings live. You know, it beats doing these in the room alone, and it's a lot of fun interacting with everyone who come in and see the videos. A wonderful member in my chat, Cole But Dumb, wrote Chalk and Ball Torture. So if everyone can write thanks, Cole, in the comments. They got some Reese's. I really nothing else in this shelf is gonna beat the first thing I saw there, right? What are these, Warheads cubes? I didn't even know Warheads sold gummy candy. Oh, you got Haribo sweet and sour bears. Sorry, pal, but they're not Hershey's Chalk and Balls. So my library has a baking pan lending section. How interesting. I can't even knock it. This seems like a wonderful addition for a community. I mean, let's be straight up. A lot of the time, if you're going to go get a new baking pan, why not do it where you can lend one that you have and borrow one that someone else donated for or lent to the library? I think that's kind of interesting. I think that makes it so that way it encourages the community to go to the library and share. I like that. My banana was red inside. Oh, what? Why? Why? It's a fungal disease that causes the banana to turn dark red. And while it's unappealing, these diseases affect only bananas and are not threats to human health. That we know. How insane. I guess back in the 90s, there were rumors of blood being injected into bananas. People were seeing these fungal infected bananas and making a claim that HIV blood was being pumped into the bananas, which is an insane reach, right? Foam beer in Japan paid $2.60 American or 400 yen. For all that foam, the best part of beer. Anyone knows, you know, I'm not paying for the beer, I'm paying for all that foam. My room got so hot this year, my blinds melted. Average weekday in Arizona, be like. Oh man. Dude, your blinds, they're giving skinny, dude. I have one really long eyebrow hair that always grows back. It wants you to be a wizard. That's a wizard eyebrow. Keep growing them out and you'll have a full wizard eyebrow on both sides and you can start casting spells and whatnot. The spiky bone of a carrot I just ate. I have questions. I have questions about the spiky carrot. So I believe I've talked about this before. That part of the carrot is called like a xylem. And basically what it does is the xylem will take water and minerals and transport it to the stem. And the little spikes you're seeing, or the spines in big quotes, are basically just like valves from the outer part of the root and into the xylem. And you're able to remove it pretty easily. But I'm pretty sure the xylem is like the sweet part of the carrot. It's like the treat for eating the rest of it, probably because it gets all those nutrients. The assortment of celebrity pictures in the hotel I'm staying at. Oh, all the stars are here. Come home to find a slice of cheese slapped onto my tailgate. Oh no, he cheesed you again. Is that a Hatsune Miku creature? Nice. Yeah, I mean, you're lucky he didn't cheese Hatsune Miku, right? Now you got the cheese truck, but I just realized there are 2 more Hatsune Miku decals on this guy's truck. I don't think I've ever seen a truck with these decals before. This guy's living a life. He's out here showing his appreciation on the truck. This deer with a crazy deformity showed up in my brother's front yard today. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's so crazy. What's going on with that? It's also got something going on in the front knee. Basically, there's a disease in the deer that causes the antler anomaly. It's so, wow. So these are called a cactus buck. and it is associated with insufficient testosterone levels. That poor thing. It's an interesting thing to look at, but oh man, that poor guy. I cannot imagine the pain that poor guy's in. I feel like the most humane thing to do at that point is to put the guy, like put the buck down, you know? My local Italian place is a cream dispenser for wiping your butt. What? I've never heard of you doing this innovative hygiene. I certainly say so. Why the cream? Listen, I'm a bidet loyalist. I've never heard of using cream to wipe your ass. I'm so confused. So I think this is just like the same thing as washing your ass with soap and water after pooping. Like, I think this is the same concept. You wash with soap and water, then wipe. I would imagine that's what it's like, right? You couldn't pay me to use that. I'm still gonna use my bidet. I'm out here loving my bidet, baby. My street in LA was turned into a 1957 New Jersey neighborhood for the filming of Steven Spielberg's movie, The Fabelmans. That's gotta be cool to look out out of your house and see that. Unless you didn't know that was gonna happen and you wake up and it's like that, then that's gotta be frightening, right? My roommate's mini fridge. Okay, we got a couple of sodas, some cheese sticks, and of course the bare essentials. Call of Duty, Fallout, Lego Indiana Jones, Shrek the Third, Dirt, Fusion Frenzy, Fortnite, Crayola Scoot, Need for Speed, Gran Turismo Sport, Grand Theft Auto 5, Star Wars Battlefront, Rayman Legends, Portal Knights, you got Hello Neighbor in there? Oh. Far Cry 5, Lego Worlds, MR4, Spider-Man, Little Big Planet 3, and Call of Duty World War II. Just the bare essentials, really. Anything you'd need in a fridge. My wounds after a surgery to help my heart were covered by heart-shaped gauze. Oh, well, that's nice. And you got 2 of them. They did that on purpose to show like, hey, this is what we made better, right? That's nice. $26,500 gold bar. Quarter for scale. That is so interesting to think about, that gold bar is like, if you're paying what, I'm trying to think, because that's 26 grand. Depending on where you live, like most places near me are like $2,100 for rent for a 1-bedroom. That's a year's worth of rent in one gold bar. That's not bad. A goose interrupted a picture I took of the Chicago skyline. No, that's another building. Don't worry. Look at the entire skyline and a goose, part of the skyline. The instruction manual for my TV bracket giving me encouragement. You're doing great. Oh, well, thank you. I thought I was assembling this in kind of a haphazard way, but you know, after I got that bracket detail done and you reassured me, I think I can get the rest of this job finished. Official iPod badges that came with a very early generation of iPod. Oh, I remember when these ads were going crazy for the iPod. That's earlier than I would have been able to have one. I was an iPod Nano kid, but I remember seeing these around. This single-digit license plate. That's cool. 1. How do you get the single-digit license plate? So I think in Pennsylvania, the single-digit license plates are for high-ranking state government officials, which is really interesting. I guess it's like the lower your number is, the more important you are kind of deal. My kid's lunch on a Japan Airlines flight has an egg giraffe and airplane-shaped carrots. Aw, dig in. That looks like such a nice little meal too. That looks great. This sticker on my microwave is telling me to leave the spoon in. Go ahead, see what happens. I found an atlas moth today at school. I'm not someone who likes handling bugs, but what a beautiful creature. What a beautiful little moth that is, right? Just plain fun to look at. I ordered McDonald's oatmeal and they gave me packets of oatmeal instead. Hey, you got 2 for 1, right? If you ordered 1 McDonald's oatmeal and you got 2, I think you made it off like a bandit. 1 R fell perfectly off an Oreo. Oh, now it's just an OEO. This vending machine is selling cans of Pepsi for $73 each, US. Well, you know, that looks like $99.95 to me, man. Not gonna lie, that says ice cold Pepsi, that looks like $99.95. Well, I guess that's not US. I guess that's a different currency. It did like clarify USD. Imagine paying that much for a small can of Pepsi. You're out of your mind. Rats steal peanut M&Ms and ate only the peanuts. Just littered with chocolate shells. Oh, they knew what they wanted. They desired the peanut and they knew where to get it. They knew where the source was. They didn't want all that chocolate nonsense to be bad for them. I made tiny records for my daughter's Barbies. I think that's really sweet. I think that's a fun craft that you get to do and have some bonding time with your kid. That's awesome. I have an old TV remote from the late 1960s. Oh my God. Now that's cool. It only had 4 buttons. So it probably had like a channel switcher, a volume, an on and off. And I don't know what the last one would be. Maybe 2 channel switchers. I don't know. Look at this remote and then like look at like your Fire Stick TV remote. And it is insane just how far it's come since then. That's really cool. Coffee scented USB cable. Why would I need my USB cable scratched to smell? I don't need it. Why would I need it? Why would I? In what universe am I gonna need my USB cable scented? In what world am I gonna go, oh, I can't find my phone charger, only if I could. Oh, I know. Oh, that's funny. This guy on the bottle of maple syrup had a shave. Yes, he did. Looks like a new bit of branding for him, and he shaved down his beard a little bit to look proper for the photo. Ain't that great? Thanks, Maple Joe. My grandfather's retirement home has an emotional support skunk that comes in. Oh my God, look at him. He's got no thoughts in his brain. He doesn't even know where he is right now. He just knows he's being handled. That's awesome, dude. What a sweet little guy. This potato smile had no smile. Oh no. It's a potato melancholy. Spider sets up webs around a hornet's nest and waits for the larva to hatch. That's devious. I mean, hey, I'm not gonna knock him spawn camping, right? Like, do your thing, man. Spiders are friends, and they'll take care of any bug pest you have. Look at him, he's handling business. My tattoo left a near perfect print on the bandage I was wearing. That's a badass tattoo, what the hell? Oh, that's sick. Dude, what a cool tattoo. Are you kidding me? I'm glad it left a print. My local theater has a screening room with a playground in it. That feels so distracting. Is this like if your kids are annoying you while watching the movie, they're asking too many questions, you send them to go play? There are people in that playpen right now. They're like clawing against the wall of the enclosure. Are they in? Did they want to be in there? Is this something they wanted? Because I don't think it is. It certainly doesn't look like it. My granduncle looks like Carl from Pixar's Up. Oh, he does. Just give him a little bow tie and some glasses and spitting image. The shadow of that bike looks like a xenomorph. Oh my God. Dude, it does. You know, a month or so ago, probably a little longer, probably 2 months ago, I went to go watch Alien Romulus. Dude, now that was one hell of a movie. And if it's a xenomorph on wheels, the most dangerous kind. It's got cards in its spokes. How frightening. Change daily underwear instruction. Oh, we know who it belongs to, Nick Graham. I know that's the brand. I like to think that he has his name on his underwear. Change daily as in what? Are you telling me to change my underwear daily? Why would I need that embroidered on the inside of my underwear? There was, someone shared an anecdote from a lawyer that goes something like, quote, dude wears brand new underwear that he didn't wash before wearing for a week straight and got heavy metal poisoning from the chemical treatment the underwear went through before being sold and having it against his bare skin for that long. The underwear dude then attempted to sue and lost because, quote, a reasonable person would not wear a single pair of underwear for a week straight. He technically won, but the manufacturer appealed and then won and he won after that. I feel like this is a tale and dumb people doing dumb things. This story starts with a guy named Dr. Richard Grant, and he buys some underwear and he starts, within hours, it says he starts itching. That's a direct quote. Within hours, he's itching. He wears the same pair of underpants for a week, which if you hear this story anywhere is probably the thing you take home from this is you wore your underwear for a week straight. This is like 1931. So he treats the inflamed area being his chalk and balls, shout out earlier post in the subreddit, and the infected area gets so severe that he's bedridden for like 17 weeks. That's an exact quote, 17 weeks. It takes him almost a whole year to recover, and that's when my man sues. That's when he sues John Madden & Co. for breach of contract, basically saying, hey, this underwear wasn't good to wear, man. My balls hurt. And so he won the initial case. Then the manufacturer appeals and they win. And then London, the exact quote is, in London, years later, Lord James Atkin in the House of Lords ruled in favor of a woman who unsuspectingly drank a bottle of ginger beer and discovered a snail in the bottom. That case changed commerce, and then the dude with the itchy balls was able to get his due again. He won again after that. He was awarded, like, in today's money, it was 200 grand. At the time, it was like 2,400 bucks. But I tell you all of that, and I really encourage you to read the whole article yourself. Look up Dr. Grant sues John Madden & Co. and get the whole story. It's a really interesting read. I tell you it to stress that people will do things, stupid things, like wear their underwear for a week straight, unless there is a warning warning to tell them not to. I saw one of the 25 blimps left in the world. Honestly, that's a good observation. And something I really never even considered is what happened to blimps? Where did the blimps go? So blimps, one, they go way slower than a plane, way slower. And it can't carry much more than a plane. There's like niche purposes of it, but planes were just better than blimps. I think the only thing blimps are really more useful for before drones were around was like getting shots of games, right? Of like football games and stuff. It's interesting. It's an interesting thing because blimps seem like such a relic of their time, right? Before the Wright brothers had their plane, people were able to go in like balloons and airships, like these lighter than air things, right? If you get a gas that's lighter than air, you heat that gas up and then you catch it in something to suspend it, then you're gonna take off, right? You're gonna have flight. I think the Hindenburg disaster is what made blimps turn into a novelty. I think that is what made them go the way of the dinosaur.